Confidence is not given, it is not inherited, it is not a matter of genetics, luck, or birthright. Confidence is a consequence, the natural result of repeated effort, brutal honesty, ruthless discipline, and relentless forward motion. It is not something you ask for, it is something you earn, through the struggle, through the fire, through the nights when you are broken but still standing. Confidence does not live in the hearts of the soft. It resides in the bones of those who endure, those who act, those who rise when everything in them screams to kneel. Men look around at others and wonder how they can speak with such conviction, how they walk into any room like they own it, how they hold the gaze of giants without flinching. The answer is not charm. The answer is not empty bravado. The answer is that somewhere, at some point, they chose the harder path, and they chose it again and again and again, until hardship became their home, and discomfort became their fuel. Confidence is not found in front of a mirror. It is found in the mirror of action, of blood, of pain, of consistency. It is not built in fantasies or daydreams. It is constructed brick by brick through suffering, sacrifice, and success repeated across time. You will not feel confident sitting in silence waiting for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. The world rewards the man who moves, the one who steps forward when others step back, the one who raises his voice when others go quiet, the one who accepts the weight and carries it with pride, and if he drops it, he picks it up again. That repetition, that battle between what is and what must be, that is where confidence is carved, not written. Not imagined, carved, like stone beneath a chisel. There is no shortcut. There is no hack. There is only the long road. But that road has one guarantee. If you walk it long enough, if you bleed on it, if you refuse to stop, then you will arrive at a place inside yourself that no man can reach, no doubt can touch, no fear can invade. That place is confidence, and it is earned in silence, not applause, in discipline, not delusion, in motion, not fantasy. The mistake of most men is they seek the feeling before they earn the foundation. They want to feel powerful without proving they are. They want to be heard before they have something worth saying. They want to be respected without first becoming respectable. You want to be confident. Earn it, wake up earlier than your doubt, work harder than your weakness, speak truth even when your voice trembles, step forward even when your knees shake. Because every time you do that, you drive a nail into the coffin of fear. You reclaim a piece of your mind, and that is where confidence is born. You will fail, good. You will fall, excellent. You will embarrass yourself, doubt yourself, curse yourself, perfect. Because only through that chaos will you find what you're truly made of. There is no greater forge than adversity. There is no truer test than difficulty. If you walk into battle expecting comfort, you do not deserve victory. If you want confidence, then go to war with hesitation. Go to war with delay. Go to war with the voice that tells you you're not ready, not worthy, not enough, and destroy it with action. Real confidence does not need permission. It does not wait. It does not seek approval. It acts, it moves, it decides, because it comes from a man who has faced failure and risen, faced rejection and stood tall, faced the abyss and smiled. He has trained in silence, worked in the shadows, been his own judge and jury. He does not need applause to validate him. His results are proof. His scars are evidence. His presence speaks before he does. The man with earned confidence is dangerous. He does not brag. He does not chase. He does not beg, he attracts. He commands, he builds, and he protects, because he has built himself from the ground up. And in doing so, he has removed the disease of doubt. You cannot fake this. You cannot borrow it. You cannot rent it for the night. It must be earned, and to earn it, you must first be willing to become the man who is capable of carrying it. This means embracing discomfort, not once, not twice, but every single day. It means doing the work when there's no reward. It means sharpening your craft when no one is watching. It means keeping promises to yourself, even when no one would know you broke them. It means becoming the kind of man you would follow into the fire. Because if you wouldn't follow yourself, why should anyone else? You don't get to choose when you're confident. You choose to do the work, and confidence arrives as a result. You choose to prepare. You choose to discipline your body and your mind. You choose to train. You choose to put in the hours. You choose to suffer. And then, when the moment comes, you do not hope to rise, you expect to, because you've done the work that most men are too afraid to do. You've walked through the dark when others ran. You've bled while they rested. You've carried weight they didn't even notice. Confidence is earned when you silence the weakness inside of you. That voice that wants you to shrink, to hide, to settle. Kill it. Because that voice is the voice of every man who quit, every man who made excuses, every man who will die wondering what he could have been. You are not him. You cannot be him. You must become the opposite. You must become the man who speaks when silence is safe, the man who moves when comfort says stay, the man who demands more from himself than anyone else ever will. The world does not owe you anything. It does not owe you confidence, power, victory, peace, respect. It owes you nothing, but you can take all of it not by demanding it, but by becoming the man who earns it. And when you become that man, no one can take it from you. Because it wasn't given, it was built, fought for, forged. Every act of discipline, every drop of sweat, every difficult choice, every painful sacrifice, they are all votes cast in the election of your confidence. The more you vote, the more you win, and the more you win, the stronger the foundation, until one day you no longer question yourself, you no longer hesitate, you no longer flinch, because you've stood in the fire too long to fear the flame. Others will wonder how you do it, how you speak without doubt, how you act with conviction. Let them wonder, let them guess, let them write it off as talent or luck. You know the truth, you know what it cost. You know what you gave up to become this version of yourself. You gave up excuses, you gave up weakness, you gave up the soft life, and you traded it for something greater, for mastery, for control, for presence, for truth. You traded it for the kind of confidence that walks into the storm and dares it to fight back. There will always be men who speak louder than their actions, men who dress the part but haven't earned the role. Let them speak, let them pretend. When the test comes, they will collapse. But you who trained in the dark, who did the work in silence, who sharpened himself in solitude, you will rise. Not because you hope to, because you are ready. Confidence is not a mask you wear. It is armor you forge. It is earned, and once earned, it is owned completely, eternally. So if you feel fear, good. If you feel weak, excellent. That means you've found the edge. Now walk past it. Keep going, keep pushing. The man who earns confidence is not the man who feels the least fear, he is the man who acts in spite of it. Fear is a compass. It shows you where the treasure is buried. Follow it, face it, conquer it, because the man who has conquered fear has no rival, and do not wait to feel ready. That day will never come. You will never feel prepared for the greatest battles of your life. That is why you must act anyway, because readiness is not a feeling. It is a decision. Confidence comes after the decision, after the action, after the struggle. Act now, move now, speak now, do the thing now. That is how it begins. That is how the fire is lit. Earn your confidence through suffering, through failure, through rising, through excellence repeated until it becomes instinct. Train until your standard is unshakable. Move until hesitation becomes disgust. Lead until the world cannot ignore your presence. Confidence is not a mystery. It is a formula. Hardship plus action. Pain plus persistence. Effort plus consistency. This is how it's done. This is how it's won. So when you feel small, act big. When you feel weak, act strong. When you feel unsure, act with certainty and let your actions catch up. This is not about deception. This is about command. Command over your body, Command over your thoughts. Command over your direction. That is the root of all confidence, and it is yours if you're willing to fight for it. Confidence is not something you hope for. It is something you bleed for, you crawl for it, you sacrifice for it, you suffer for it, and in doing so, you become the kind of man who no longer hopes. You become the kind of man who decides, who acts, who conquers because he has earned it.